So what does it feel like when you have whiplash? I'll share what thousands of clients have conveyed to me. Whiplash is a localized soreness, usually in the neck or the low back, oftentimes after a car crash. But basically it is a muscle strain, sprain, soreness type injury that just doesn't go away. In many instances, it either starts immediately after a crash or after the adrenaline wears off. It's very common for it to start manifesting itself within the first few days after a crash. Whiplash is usually the type of injury where most people begin their medical care with a chiropractor or a physical therapist or someone else, some other medical provider that provides what we call conservative therapy. Typically, they treat whiplash type symptoms with a multitude of treatment modalities, everything from chiropractic adjustments to applying hot, cold ice packs, heating pads, electrostimulation, massage, traction, spinal decompression, hydrotherapy. There's a lot of different types of therapy that are intended to help with whiplash type symptoms. The distinction, in my mind at least, between whiplash symptoms and more serious cervical or lumbar or other spinal symptoms is whether or not an injured person has what's called radicular complaints. For example, if a person has neck pain, but instead of it just being centered and concentrated in one area, the pain actually radiates down their upper back, their shoulders, into their hands, fingers, results in tingling sensations or numbness. Or similarly, if you have back pain, that radiates down your butt and your legs, your lower extremities. Those can be indicators of a much more serious injury, much more than just a whiplash injury. Most doctors will order what's called an MRI of your spine once you complain about those types of injuries. Even if you have whiplash injuries, they'll do that. And the MRIs give the doctors a much more complete understanding of your injuries, whether or not you simply have sprain, strain, whiplash injuries, or whether your injuries are more serious. And perhaps you have bulging discs, protruding discs, herniated discs, annular tears, other types of much more serious injuries. For our clients who have positive findings on their spinal MRIs, we also take an additional step and immediately refer you to a board-certified spine specialist, usually either a board-certified neurosurgeon or a board-certified orthopedic surgeon who specializes in spinal injuries. So, when I tell you what a whiplash feels like, not necessarily talking from personal experience, I'm just sharing with you what many, many good people have shared with me over decades. Hope that answers your question. I'm more than happy to talk with you about your symptoms or your questions. Chat with us live at trialpro.com, or you're always welcome to call us anytime, day or night, at 1-800-TRIALPRO.